Hello, I'm Brandon Goco.
And I'm Stephanie Barnes.
And this is RKO Radio Pictures.
During the golden age of Hollywood, RKO Studios was among the big five, which included MGM, Paramount, 20th Century Fox, and Warner Brothers.
In 1928, RKO Studios was created under the collaboration of the Radio Corporation of America, the Keith-Orpheum Corporation, and the Film Booking Office of America.
What made RKO distinct from the others is its founders' previous involvements in vaudeville, theater franchises, and radio, which they incorporated into their films directly during Hollywood's transition from silent films to talkies in the late 1920s. In the 1930s, RKO had a string of successes with such films as King Kong in 1933, Top Hat in 1935, and The Hunchback of Notre Dame in 1939.
That same year, Orson Welles had his choice of any of the five major studios when Hollywood began calling. He ultimately chose RKO, his reason being RKO's logo, which required the audience to not only look but listen by utilizing Morse code. The culminating result? Citizen Kane.
Focusing on the low-budget horror film genre, under the guidance of producer Val Lewton, the 1940s would be RKO's greatest decade.
These films include The Cat People in 1942, I Walked with the Zombie in 1943, and The Body Snatcher in 1945.
Simultaneously, RKO was the distributing company of choice for Walt Disney from the late 1930s up until the mid-1950s. The end of their collaboration would lead to RKO's untimely demise.
Despite RKO's successes, the basic structure of the company was horrifically unstable. The 1948 Supreme Court case United States versus Paramount did not help either, when the government questioned the studios and the vertical integration system.
Considering RKO's specific interest was in exhibition, they were the most vulnerable to collapse.
And indeed they did. RKO, despite being the last of the big five to be created, was the first and only to expire.
While RKO may not be a major player nowadays, it has not entirely vanished. Under the supervision of CEO Ted Hartley, RKO exists, offering its rich library of films for potential remakes. These include Mighty Joe Young in 1998, King Kong in 2005, and Beyond a Reasonable Doubt in 2009, each varying in success as adaptations of previous RKO productions.
Following in this trend, The Cat People is an excellent choice for a modern reboot. With its dark atmosphere and its emphasis on lighting and sound, The Cat People, originally starring Simone Simone, is about a race of people who transform into cats when sexually aroused. Sounds like a winner to me.
Well, I guess that's all we have time for. I'm Stephanie Barnes.
And I'm Brandon Goco, and that is RKO Radio Pictures.